And we are back.
Yeah, we are now accompanied by Dave. Say hello, Dave. Sorry, guys. I think
Hello,
Dave's kind of
Dave.
quiet. He's a little quiet with us. But unfortunately, you know what isn't quiet? This fantastic logo made by both Cap and Kyle, and this interesting set of Pokemon. Don't worry about the background; it's not important. But it is the Eevee Alliance, and I mean, there's a couple of things to talk about with about
They,
this team
they-
composition here.
they got a couple of their evolutions, both the ones on their logo, in fact.
Yeah, they got both mascots, which is not something you see with Draft League. You get two mascots in one.
Why did they get both their mascots, but I can't get my one?
It happens. It happens. But I mean, they got some interesting Pokemon. I mean, King Gambit's very good. Clefairy, obviously, with that friend guard. Cresselia, very bulky Mon. Um, Rotom Heats. Uh, and Mewtwo is not really the most common restricted, but I feel like in Draft League they might
Definitely
have
low
more use.
tier restricted, but it's still a good Pokemon in its own right. It's just
Yeah.
more low tier restricted based on opportunity cost.
Mhm. But I mean, when all the opportunity has already been costed by other people, Mewtwo's not a bad pick from what was left at the time.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, specifically Mewtwo
Other than
definitely.
again, we also had things like Ice Fighter and Zamazenta going undrafted.
Yeah, but obviously they decided to go with Mewtwo because it's Mew, but the
Yeah.
second one because Mew is banned.
Yeah, yeah, Mewtwo still is 154 special attack, 130 speed, very strong Pokemon. It gets Expanding Force, it gets Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse, so good coverage on top of its signature move of Psy Strike. Mewtwo gets like Hurricane, Earth Power, Flamethrower, a lot of really good coverage of all different types.
Mewtwo's definitely like hard damage. I mean, specifically the items that are most commonly used out there are Life Orb and Choice Specs. So this thing is just out to stack bodies. It's not really. It can't really like also work as a support Pokemon. I mean, even as restricted, most restricted do just do damage, but doesn't really get too many like unique moves other than obviously Side Strike. But they can definitely do things. It's a lower tier restricted, but it's still restricted.
Just kind of hits things hard a lot,
hmm
and it's good at doing that. It's very good at doing that, in fact.
hmm
Could definitely benefit from Psychic Terrain if the team could get that up with that Expanding Force too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, in draft, you definitely want a Pokemon with a lot of move like variety,
Yeah,
and Mewtwo definitely got it. So it definitely is gonna get a good chance to shine, I think, in this type of format.
absolutely.
But a
Moving
Pokemon
on,
that definitely will
there's
get a chance to shine is King Gambit.
yeah, King Gambit is great. I mean, it's one of the main threats in Regulation H right now, and I mean, it's bulk. I mean, it's very bulky. It has 135 attack. Gets priority in Sucker Punch. Cowtail Cleave never misses. It has two excellent ability choices in Supreme Overlord to be a late game sweeper, or it can run Defiant as an anti-intimidate tech.
hmm I mean, being able to have stab, sucker punch, and also stab iron heads and stuff is just great as a damage one, and obviously being able to kind of scare away intimidators with that defiant. Very solid doubles Pokemon, very solid draft Pokemon. A pretty good win to have next in this type of draft.
Yeah, King Gambit's just really good.
hmm It kind of looks like it has two little pepperonis on its chest now that I'm looking at
Beep boop, these are our robot buttons.
it. He's sitting on his chair, he just had pizza. Speaking of animal, or sorry, not animal, fruit-shaped things, we have Cresselia, the banana.
yeah, yeah, pretty much arguably the greatest Trick Room setter in VGC history. Cresselia is great. Super, super bulky with 120, 110, 120 defenses. It is, and obviously gets Trick Room as well as the excellent Lunar Blessing, and can even fend for itself somewhat with Moonblast. Gets Helping Hand, some speed control with Icy Wind and Thunder Wave. can skill swap, ally switch, great supporter.
Yeah, it's definitely a fantastic supporter. It's one of those mainstays from the olden days of Gen 5, Gen 4, VGC.
And it stays relevant even till even as recent as like Scarlet and Violet formats.
Yeah, this is another one of those Pokemon that's not really gonna get too power crept. It's always gonna have a use. So definitely a good pickup here for the Eevee Alliance. Speaking of good pickups, the number one, another pretty good support Pokemon.
Another standing supporter to help support like some Mewtwo and King Gambit, along with Cresselia. There's Clefairy, the main user we will see of the Eevee Alliance item. Clefairy is like the follow me mon. It has Friend Guard, so it could really help support the team in those ways. Helping Hand and Life do just enhance damage and healing respectively. It gets Encore. Clefairy does a lot well, and it can stay on the field both for itself and helping its teammates with their staying power too.
Yeah, I feel like this is like a really good Pokemon to pair specifically with like Mewtwo, because Mewtwo's weak to Bug, Dark, Clefairy's not weak to that. And with that Follow Me, with that Helping Hand, it just enables those attackers that normally struggle to be able to prevail a lot longer.
Yeah, it's great. Hang on, I'm just checking something in Clefairy's moveset. No, it does not look like Clefairy gets Psychic Terrain. Unfortunate. Yeah, because that would be just perfect for this team.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if Cresselia gets it, actually. Cresselia does get Psychic Terrain.
Oh, okay, so then that's how I could set it up. And then there's a nice little interesting core going on with the Psychic Terrain.
Yeah.
And the Follow Me's.
Yeah, I can see the vision, actually. Gotta say, I see the vision here more than I initially did.
Yeah. That's why we gotta look in depth. We see the things that we missed.
Exactly.
Before.
Yeah.
Speaking of seeing things that we see before, we see one Rotom Heat here, using a lot of interesting moves. Obviously, Rotom itself is a very good Pokemon. It's like kind of bulky. It's another one of those like Gen 5 VGC classics. Specifically, the Fire one likes to run Overheat, Thunderbolt, Will-O-Wisps. Pretty bulky. I mean, especially if you run a Sylvest, or if you want more longevity and leftovers. Pretty solid mon to pick up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, 107 in both defense stats, 105 special attack stat. That Rotom's very solid mon. Good moves as well, as you said. Yeah, just not much more to say. Simple and sweet.
A very nice singular one Rotom Heat to pick up.
Indeed. E.
Yep.
But what's not indeed E is Gastrodon.
I specifically put the green one because the pink one is only allowed to one person who did not unfortunately make it to the draft this season.
So true.
But Gastrodon is here though, is to return. It's
good anti-Kyogre option.
It's a fantastic anti-Kyogre option. I mean,
yeah, this is a great matchup answer to one team in particular.
Yeah. Obviously Gastrodon, fantastic typing in Water Ground, being able to get is it Water Absorb?
Yeah. No, Storm Drain. Storm Drain.
Which is technically better because it redirects and not just takes it.
Yeah, and it boosts you. It boosts you instead of healing you.
It gets very good stab moves, a decent amount of supporting options as well. Specifically.
Yeah, not as good as it was in Gen 8 when Yawn was just debilitating on any Dynamax mon, but it's still something it has going for it. Yawn is still disruptive in and of itself. It could sustain itself even further with Recover too.
Yeah, another solid Pokemon. Honestly, this team is picking up a lot of solid Pokemon that like were really good before, and they're like pretty solid now. But maybe in draft they'll be even better.
Yeah.
A lot of classics on this team. But what isn't a classic is this little salty rock Garganical.
Yeah, the Garg is a very tanky mon, and it has one game plan, and it does it well. I mean, Garg will Salt Cure you, It will stay on the field for a long time, and it also provides nice utility with Wide Guard. It could also opt to run like an Iron Defense body press set, dealing a lot of damage that way.
Mhm.
It's another mon on this team that has a lot of staying power.
And like we said before, we'll keep repeating, gets wide guard, which is fantastic this season. Like you said, it likes to throw salt at you. Make sure you're seasoned in this fantastic new season 3, and you're gonna like it. And Garganicle's here to stay, and it's a pretty good doubles one. Uh, I don't know how much success it has in this specific type of regulation, but I feel like specifically for draft, it's gonna be pretty good, especially it's a good matchup one. So if you can't break through the salt cure recover spam, it's gonna be a rough time. A salty time, actually. But not going into the mascot.
And getting to the mascots now. Same brain cell moment.
We all have our thoughts about Vaporeon, but Vaporeon was drafted. May not be the best doubles Pokemon, but I'm sure it still has
Yeah,
usage.
it's pretty bulky at least.
Yeah, pretty bulky. It gets water absorb as well. You can have hydration in the rain, but I don't really know why you would do that. It gets haze, so if you want to get rid of some stab boosts. Obviously, it gets pretty good stabs with Scald and stuff. It also gets good coverage, Ice Beam. You can run Weather Ball if you don't specifically want to run Rain. Like, for example, you can use it to take advantage of the other weather effects going around.
Yeah, honestly, again, I feel it's just kind of an example of a mon being outclassed on its own team, in this case by Gastrodon, I feel.
Yeah, it's kind of just
I
here
feel
as a
Gastrodon pretty
mascot
much
pick.
fills the role it pretty much fills the role. Gastrodon fills the same role Vaporeon wants to fill, but Gastrodon just does a better job of it, in my
It
opinion.
does it way better, yeah.
And
But
speaking of a mascot that's outclassed by another mon on this team, we have Espeon, who's unfortunately outclassed by Mewtwo itself.
yeah, Espeon and Vaporeon are kind of just they're the mascot picks. They might
They're
come
chilling.
like yeah, they're kind of just chilling in the back. Reading some daily facts about Vaporeon. Uh,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it can be another side spammer if you want it. Set up that psychic terrain and just have two side spammers. You know, Espeon next to Mewtwo. But yeah, like you
I
said, they
guess,
kind of
yeah, I mean, I don't think there's really a reason to have both in at the same time, though.
yeah. It's Espeon. It would have been better maybe in a different team, but next to Mewtwo, you don't really need another psychic type.
Yeah.
It's not one like that. And here we have the health
And,
on Piplup.
what did we even say about this? For one,
Uh,
this team shouldn't even have Piplup. This should be on the next team.
this was a war crime. He was kidnapped from his family at a young age. This is why he has turned a sour red. We will not indulge it any further. We would normally go over its sets, but it doesn't even deserve to be here. I actually wish on its downfall. Yeah.
Also, I wasn't able to find any usage stats for it on Picolytics, not even in Little Cup format.
Yeah, it only has one true place where it can shine, and that is
And it's not this team.
yeah, it's not this team. Speaking of Piplup not belonging on this team, it does belong on a different team. But we also have someone else who belongs to this team on our commentators, and it is the mighty Daniel
Hello.
1018
Yeah,
here to help
that's
us
me.
Welcome!
here to help us
I
talk about the
love, I
ludicrous Lugia.
love, I love Pokemon Draft League.
The gang is all back here as we are looking at our next team, the Ludicrous Lugias.
Certainly puts the ludicrous and in the name there. And speaking of ludicrous Lugias,
Yeah, this is a team, all right.
yeah. And speaking of ludicrous Lugias, there we go.
It's Mr. Ludicrous himself.
Yep, we have this team's restricted, none other than Lugia itself, which is still a very solid Pokemon. Has a lot of staying power, especially with Recover and Calm Mind, and can fire off some strong Arrow Blasts for sure.
Yeah, that multi-scale is definitely helping it survive some of those hits as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, obviously not the best in the restricted double Pokemon, you know. But this is definitely 11 pick, and it is here.
Yeah.
It may not get to metronome, but it is gonna be sidelining to those metronomes, and it's probably gonna be dishing out some damage while watching it. But speaking of metronome
Next up
Pokemon,
on... Did you know that Annihilate gets metronome?
well, now you do. In fact, this whole team preview is gonna be a preview on Pokemon that can learn metronome.
The more you know.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think one of these Pokemon can learn metronome. I could be wrong.
2 Pokemon do not learn metronome, but they are the fun picks.
Got it.
But yeah, Annihilate, despite being a metronome Pokemon, is also a very good Pokemon because Ghost Fighting gets Rage Fist, which does more damage when you hit it. Can just take something off the field if it wants to with Final Gambit if it happens to have more HP. Gets Defiant, I believe. Just
Yes,
it
overall
does.
fantastic Pokemon.
Great way to counter the Intimidators in the league here.
Yeah, and could heal stuff up with Drain Punch, or it could just go for raw damage and go for like a close combat. Can also support its team with coaching as well.
Yes.
Yeah, overall fantastic pick. If it gets a physical move under metronome, it's gonna probably kill something. Hopefully we get to see that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
But yeah. Did you know Ursaluna gets metronome as well?
Yeah.
I did not actually.
I'm pretty sure it does. Let me actually double check before I verify something.
Yeah, I think it was on Levin's team last season, right?
Maybe? I don't remember.
Yes, it does get metronome. Confirmed. But yeah, anyway, shenanigans aside, Ursaluna is one of the strongest Pokemon in the game. It has a base speed of 50, so it's an excellent attacker in Trick Room. And with its Guts ability, if you give it a Flame Orb, its base 140 attack stat leads to power going off the chart. Especially if with moves like Facade and its signature Headlong Rush. It could just unleash earthquakes and just send damage all around the field. Just a Flame Orb Guts Ursaluna is an incredibly powerful Pokemon to have to go against.
Yeah, now imagine if this thing
very
metronomes
scary.
a decent move. Oh my god, it will be so awesome. But that is a big if.
Be so awesome. It would be so cool.
But you want to know another Pokemon that knows
Metronome into
metronome?
Facade turn 1 moment.
If it gets metronome into Facade, I will have the biggest pop-off known to man. But anyways, metronome. Tornadus Therian. It's a bird.
I love how you put metronome on this one, but none of the previous two.
Yeah, because this one I was having a lot of trouble finding any usage for Tornadus Therian that wasn't in singles.
Yeah, the other ones
okay.
are actually have moves that you can use, but Tornadus has metronome.
Yeah.
That's
You know what? Sure.
Obviously, it gets Bleak Windstorm, fantastic move if in the rain. Gets Heat Wave, a lot of moves that hit both the opponents.
Yeah.
But
Red
really,
moves.
Yeah,
the star move.
Red moves. Obviously, very good in double.
Yeah, Bleak Storm and Heat Wave are both great moves in doubles. Just Tornadus is the Therian form just does not really see any use in doubles is the thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
But when metronome hits Dark Void,
Oh
it's
my
gonna be
god.
awesome.
It
It's gonna
won't
have
do
the best-
anything because Dark Void can only be used by Darkrai.
Yeah,
Damn it!
but it would be funny if that happens and it fails.
I think we just count it as a game loss if it pulls Dark Void.
It's like in Gen 8 when using metronome when pulling Fairy Lock with metronome would crash the game. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, there's not much to say about Tornadus. It doesn't belong in doubles, but it is here. It's gonna be metronoming. So will the rest of the team.
And it'll maybe get regens off.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, Iron Valiant, who does not see much doubles use, except it did come second place in Worlds 2024 that one time as a strong supporter with wide guard and coaching, Icy Wind. Gets a lot of good support moves actually.
Yeah.
Iron Valiant obviously fantastic in singles. It's honestly not that bad in doubles, especially if you know how to position it correctly. Obviously with
Yeah.
wide guard, very useful. We're gonna keep saying it. Very useful in this draft with all these legendaries that like to use funny spread moves. It's gonna be Moonblasting, gonna be Icy Winding, and the most important of all, it's gonna be Metronoming. Especially with that booster energy in its back, it's gonna be metronoming hard.
Yeah, the speed quirk gonna make it go even faster and just get that metronome first, you know?
One would say this is the metronome machine.
Boost either attack stat with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a great what's it called, mixed attacker, and metronome is gonna be taking full advantage of that. It's like I just saw the same picture, but it is a different Pokemon. It is Gardevoir. Also learns metronome.
And gets expanding force.
Yeah, there's definitely, I think, both. I think Iron Valley might also get Psychic Terrain, but I know definitely Gardevoir probably does. So there's definitely an option to
Yeah.
expanding force.
Yeah.
Maybe from a metronome, but yeah, Gardevoir's not a bad Pokemon. Maybe not the best in doubles, but I mean it's got good moves. It can definitely be a good special attacker, especially with choice specs on it.
Trace is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vacuum Wave can let it like pick up a KO or break a sash pretty well too.
I mean, it gets telepathy as an ability, so if you want to put it next to like Ursaluna and use Earthquake, you can kind of do that without worrying about hitting your Gardevoir.
True,
That's
there's
an
some
option.
synergy there.
So I mean, there's ways you can use it, just not as a metronome as well. You can use it for other stuff as well. So hopefully we'll see what Levin decides to use Gardevoir for.
Next up is Snorlax.
My son has arrived. It's funny because Levin DM'd me. He's like, "Are you gonna be drafting Snorlax?" And I think he would have respected it if I said yes. But unfortunately, Snorlax was not within my draft plans, and it made its way onto the metronome team itself. The Ludicrous
Well,
Lugia.
Snorlax is a mon who's found some VGC success back in the old days as well.
Back in the day of Gen 4, where all it did was blow up. Oh, it also did stuff in Gen 7 with
Yeah, it did. It did. I think it has 3 world championships actually.
the world champion self, Snorlax. Yeah, he does a lot of stuff other than obviously the funny metronome belly drum. He can just kind of sweep some stuff. Very bogey Pokemon, especially with longevity items. You know, your citrus berries, your leftovers. Obviously, that's the Snorlax classic. I like this Pokemon.
Yeah.
Now, metronome number 5, Magmotor.
The evolved form
guy,
Pokemon
my
that actually
goat.
sees some VGC usage. If only he went for Magmar.
Yeah, if only. I mean, he still gets the Magmar moves that make him kind of useful, obviously with Follow Me and stuff.
And yeah, I was surprised to see Magmortar got Follow Me. I didn't think it did.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
feel
that
like
was-
because Magmar gets it, obviously Magmotor by proxy would have to get it as well.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I think it has to learn it as a Magmar, though.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, there's not much to say about Magmotor. He's gonna be metronoming. He would have been better if he drafted Magmar, but Magmotor's here to stay, and he's gonna shoot things hopefully.
Yes.
For it.
The Swamp Boss original, the first pick.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing was another one that was really hard to find info for.
Yeah. There's not too much to talk about for it. I mean, it gets Follow Me. That's kind of
Yeah, Tidy Up is a good move, a lot better in singles than it is in doubles,
Yeah.
mainly because of the prevalence of hazards.
Does Tidy Up take out terrain or no?
No.
No.
Let me see, actually, I'll check.
I think it only takes out screens and hazards.
Yeah, hazards and substitute, and it boosts your attack and speed.
So it doesn't take out screens?
No, it does not.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, for it is for it. I mean, does Ferd even get Metronome?
I mean, surely, right?
Let me see for it.
Why did he draft this?
He said it was for the boss.
Okay. Well, this is for you, Swamp Boss, if you're watching. It doesn't even have Metronome, but I mean, it's here. It's gonna be back there supporting the
Yeah.
squad. This is the Fuecoco of this team.
Yeah.
Actually, I lied.
If you know, you
Here we go, Primplup, because his little baby brother was kidnapped in a ferocious incident somehow in the Battle of Stalingrad. But Primplup is here. It does better than Piplup. Not by a whole lot. You'd kind of prefer to have that steel type.
It has more base stats, I guess.
It can run Eevee more effectively.
it costs the same amount of points as its pre-evolved form.
Yeah. Primplup. Don't know much to say. I mean, it gets Icy Wind. That's kind of helpful for speed support. I mean, it probably kind of
Haze.
They might be kind of chunky with Eevee. I actually don't know Primplup's stats that well, but
Primplup.
I mean,
64, 68, 76 defenses, so not that,
Volbeat's got
so
better
not that
stats,
great.
but Primplup is here.
Yeah.
It should have been Piplup, but things happen.
He's a prisoner of war.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get him back in the next war. But speaking of wars, we got the Wayward Weaviles. Yeah, transition.
Wayward Weaviles.
Yeah, so this team is a frightening team to go against indeed.
Oof, and DD, because this rain team is terrifying.
Indeedy, he doesn't have that Pokemon.
No, he does not, but he has
But yeah, I mean, between
Caledon, which is terrifying.
Kyogre and Pelipper are both able to set up the rain for Arcaladon, Tornadus, and Basculegion. With a Mouse Hole to support that Arcaladon, Raichu can also be a good supporter in the rain. Ditto at 6 points to steal. I don't know what that thing was doing at 6 points.
We kind of missed him. That might be my bad.
Yeah, that should have been higher.
Like 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's the Rotom Heater of our season. We missed him. But I mean, Raichu is also there. I mean, with Voltorb, it can kind of protect Pelipper and stuff. Tornadus. Venonat can also surprisingly do a couple of stuff. Mouse Hole.
Yeah, we'll get into what Venonat can do later. That's definitely something I wanted to talk about.
Yeah. But going into why the big problem of this team being Kyogre.
Ooh boy. 150 base special attack. It sets the rain. Has 2 water type spread moves with Water Spout and Origin Pulse. Can also just throw thunders out there if it wants to single target. It could run Hydro Pump. This thing's really strong. It'll pretty much always be running like a Mystic Water or a Splash Plate almost all the time, just to further boost that water type damage of it. And yeah, it does that well, and its range just supports the rest of the team extremely well too.
Yeah, this is why we've been very focused on that wide guard, because if you don't have wide guard, good night, because I don't know how you deal with Kyogre otherwise. This thing is incredible.
Ah.
But speaking of incredible Pokemon in the rain, it's the tower. Sorry, the bridge. He evolved from the tower.
Yeah.
Arcaladon is a menace either inside or outside of the rain, but especially inside the rain. Its signature move, Electro Shot, normally needs a turn of charge like Solar Beam, but like Solar Beam, there's a certain weather that gets rid of that turn of charge, and that is the rain. And while it's charging, it gets a special attack boost on top of its base 125, and then fires out the powerful electric type move in a single turn if this is in the rain.
Yeah, who thought this was okay?
Yeah.
How did we let him get Arcaladon in the rain? I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't even need the rain with that power herb. It can just shoot off an Electro Shot free, get that special buff, and it's gonna take something out. Or if it doesn't
Yeah,
want
or
to use special attacks, it can just body press you with stamina because it gets a buff for getting
yeah,
hit.
and can run an assault vest on that set as well to shore up its main statistical weakness of special defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Archaladon has 3 really good abilities. I mean, sturdy. It's basically a built-in focus sash that doesn't take an item slot. Stamina, as we outlined, is really good, especially alongside the mouse hold on this team. On this team, being able to use beat up or population bomb to really beef up the defense. And stalwart just can let Archaladon ignore redirection entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget about Stalwart sometimes just because of how broken stamina is. But yeah, I can
Yeah.
ignore it. And the Stapler is here to do some damage on this rain team. But so is Tornadus, which Marcus so
Traded.
graciously and happily traded to him. Why, Marcus? Why? You could have said no. It's okay to not be the nice guy. You didn't have to give him Tornadus as well.
Pretty
Yeah.
sick Ogre from you, Marcus. You didn't know him anything.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, what isn't there to say about Tornadus? Prankster Tailwind, Prankster Taunt, gets Bleak Windstorm in this rain, doesn't miss, hits both opponents. Oof, this one's gonna be a doozy to deal with.
Yeah, lower your speed as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it gets its support tailwind, taunt, every type of weather. It could set up. If you don't want to go for bleak wind, you could always run hurricane in the rain as another option as well. I used Tornadus incarnate in my doubles team in season 1, and whether it's for support or offense, this thing is definitely a menace, especially in the rain.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Terrifying little genie. But speaking of things that are terrifying and little, here is the family of 4, Mouse Hold.
The House of Mouse is here to strike it. It has the famous population bomb. Get ready to count to 10, people.
You will get 10
It-
children thrown at you, and you will like it.
and it has amazing support between Follow Me, Helping Hand, Feint, Taunt, Encore, even Super Fang to chip down some health.
And then Friend Guard as his ability, or if you want to go offensive, Technician while you're getting bombed. It's not a fun situation to be with, especially next to Archaladon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very scary.
He may have a family of 4, but he will kill your family. Another rain setter in Pelipper as well.
Yeah, Pelipper doesn't have the best stats, but its flying subtype makes it really good at countering opposing grass types such as Rillaboom.
And with
Especially
its
with its
flying
ability to fire off
stats, it can get
hurricanes.
to fire off those hurricanes. And then especially in these weather wars, Weather Ball is like low-key kind of a really fun pick because you can kind of counter the enemy team with their own weather sometimes. For example, if it's in the sun and it's a grass type that you're fighting that has chlorophyll, it doesn't want to eat that fire Weather Ball. And like we said before, Wide Guard, broken. And
Yeah, Marcus's Leavanny just dies in one hit to that weather ball, right?
I mean,
Levan is gonna die to a lot of things. Let's be real.
yeah. Leave Annie. Doesn't even need to die to weather ball. Hurricane's right there, man.
And Pelipper just it's another rain setter. It can protect its ability with the ability shield. My Weezing is in shambles. It's yeah. It's an extra option to have next to your Kyogre.
Yeah.
And another Pokemon that can take advantage of the rain is Basculegion. Yeah, you see these physical attacks? Well, that's working off a base 112 attack stat, but Last Respects also gets more powerful with each for each trained member of the team. And Basculegion also has the Swift Swim ability, so in the rain, this thing's base 70 HP gets multiplied by 2.
Yeah, Hunter has another Pokemon that really loves the rain and will kill you and your family. He's already dead. He doesn't care. He has no remorse. It's Basculegion. I mean, running Life Orb, Choice Band is
You're
gonna be
fine.
doing lots of damage, and yeah, Hunter just has too much. We gave Hunter too much. And speaking of too much, here's the classic Raichu. You know, pretty good fake out Pokemon. Has Lightning Rod to protect some of its water type allies from electric attacks. Gets good pivot with Volt Switch, can break or protect as well. Maybe not as broken as Urshifu, but with Feint, still not that bad. Yeah.
I mean, not
It's
to
Knuckle
mention
as
there's
well.
also, yeah, there's also, you know, Surf. It can get rain boosted, and
Oh yeah.
Thunder also very scary.
Yeah, Raichu's a pretty good pickup as like a good supporting Pokemon, good fake out mon, especially in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have the mascot grab here with Weavile.
Finally, a
Another
Pokemon that
player who
isn't good in
managed
the
to get their
rain.
mascot.
Yeah, I like looking up this Pokemon in Pikalytics because its second favorite item is nothing. Not like empty,
Yeah.
there was nothing. It specifically mentioned nothing.
Yeah, and
I
it
guess
doesn't
it
get on
runs
button even.
acrobatics. Like, I don't even know
I
why.
guess for
Yeah,
pickpocket, but like,
I mean, it's 90% Focus Sash, so that's probably just on the pickpocket ones.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, it gets not that bad for like good moves. Like obviously, it gets fake out, knock off, ice spinner. It's very fast, so it doesn't even need like a rain swift swim or anything. Trying to think what would it be good for like anti-rain. It wouldn't be that good for sun teams. Maybe for a future sand team that we'll talk about later. But obviously, it's the mascot pick. It's pretty good on its own. Maybe not the best doubles Pokemon, but in a draft format, it'll get its time to shine.
And hey, it has Fake Out.
Yeah, fake out is just fake out. That will always be good. Here's the war crime of his team, though.
How could we let this happen?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Granted, we all could have missed it. We all did, but
On Pikalytics, I'm seeing how its moves are listed. Transform 100%. Nothing 300%.
300%? Okay.
300% nothing and 100% transform.
yeah, there's not much not to say about Ditto. It can do anything because it can just transform into anything. It can be your second restricted if you position it right. It can be your sweeper from the enemy team, and now it's yours. Bing bong. It's mine now. It's Ditto. With Choice Scarf.
Remember that it copy stat boosts.
Really do remember that because there's a lot of Pokemon that want to do stat boost. Cali, Rex, Shadow. Yeah. Ditto. Now here is the hidden sleeper of this team. Because
Yeah.
he gets
It's
a
Venonat.
surprising amount of good moves.
Yes.
Sleeper! Like sleep powder! I see
Yeah,
what you
Sleep
did.
Powder, Rage Powder, it gets Endeavor, Skill Swap, Acid
Yeah.
Spray
And
is...
with that sleep powder, it has compound eyes, so it probably won't even miss.
Acid Spray could lower the special defense on something if you like go for a double.
If you want to be crazy, if you use skill swap on it, say something just switch the weather and use skill swap on like your Kyogre, you can reset the rain and bring it back the same turn.
Yeah.
Hunter, if you just heard this, pretend you did not hear that. Do not do that to us.
Why are you telling him the forbidden tech?
He won't get this far, trust. He won't learn about the forbidden tech. No one tell him.
You're telling me someone's not gonna watch the part of the video where they get their own team recaps?
Hunter, if you're watching this, if you do that, you're banned.
We won't ban you if you skill swap and change the weather back with your own Pokemon.
No, I'm kidding. If you could pull it off, that actually would be really cool.
It would be. That's like an interesting way to use Venonat. But here's another team that's kind of like it has a lot of good components with the Kittenish
Yeah, I'm not sure how
Keldeos.
Yeah, I'm just not sure necessarily how it all fits together, other than a lot of like good physical attackers.
Yeah, there's a lot of good physical attackers, but they are kind of next to Chimpao, so it might not
Oh
be
yeah,
that bad.
that's a good point.
I mean, Volcarona's there, and I guess Dragapult can also be special attacker as well, but there is a lot of physical Pokemon here that do not want to get intimidated. Because like once
Yeah,
Chimpao is off the field, uh,
and there's only one thing that can hold the clear amulet.
yep. I mean, I guess what's it called? Galarian
And
definitely
Zacian is not
fine.
one of those.
Yeah, Zacian cannot hold an item. He already has one. I mean, there's definitely strong Pokemon here. There's a lot of physical attackers, and that's gonna bite someone in the butt. But I mean, even if you are against a physical attacker, if it is Zacian, it might not matter because this thing was the best Pokemon at one point. It did get nerfed, but you know it's still pretty damn good.
So good, yeah.
Yeah, it still has a base 150 attack stat to launch Behemoth Blades, Play Rough, Sacred Swords with. It gets Swords Dance. It's still a really strong attacker. It just doesn't quite reach the same heights it once did, and is a lot more vulnerable to Intimidate now that its ability is a one-time use only.
Yeah.
I forgot they changed it about their ability as well. The Zacian is very good, but obviously now it has a lot more things to contend with and think about, especially in a draft format. But I mean, next to Chimpao, I think I spelled it wrong.
Yeah,
I
an
think.
excellent partner for it.
Yeah, definitely a great
Uh,
partner to have.
unfortunately, I don't think it was spelled correctly.
Yeah, we're just
Unfortunately.
gonna
Yeah,
protect
no,
the Chow Mein,
uh,
Chimpao, Chinpao.
remember, I before E except after C.
But it's after a C, kinda.
Not directly after.
But yeah, Chinpao obviously can lower the defense of all Pokemon on the opposite side of the field, and especially next to Zacian and a lot of these other physical attackers on this team, a very good pickup to have. I mean, Ice Dark with Stab, Sucker Punch. It's pretty good typing. You
Yeah.
kind of almost always want to run Focus Sash on it because it's gonna get annihilated off the field, especially in a draft format.
Yeah, Ice Spinner's a great move too. He can also remove terrains, which is important against like Villabooms and DDs, and especially against Miraidon.
Mm.
and also gets Ice Shard as priority. Sacred Sword is a great fighting type coverage move. Gets access. Does also get access to Ruination, though I don't really see it using it much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely very good, very valuable part of this team specifically with all the physical attackers, but we'll have to see whether
Yes.
it will be enough.
Pretty much the core of this team, I'd say.
Yeah. But I mean, in terms of like physical attackers, it's good to have one that could definitely be mixed, especially like Dragapult, Pseudo Legendary, Dragon Ghost, fantastic typing, fantastic stats to back it up.
Fastest Pokemon other than Regieleki.
Yes.
Obviously, Dragon Darts can hit both opponents. Being Ghost means it's immune to Fake Out. Pretty decent abilities with Clear Body, pretty much being a built-in Clear Amulet, so that's another Pokemon you don't have to put it on if you don't want to. Or you can hit through the Light Screens, or Aurora Veils, Rip My Ninetales with Infiltrator. Likes to run Choice Band, Life Orb, lots of good damage. You can run as a mixed attacker, so you don't have so many physical attackers on the team. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Terra Blast is also something I wanted to point out here. If you go Ghost Terra and you want a physical Ghost type move that you could use in one turn, Ghost Terra Blast is an option there as well.
Yeah. Definitely an interesting tech.
Speaking of tech, here we have the Tachyon Cutter, Tachyon twice, Mr. Crown, Iron Crown. Yeah, this is a Pokemon that doesn't really get to see that much usage. I personally think it looks pretty cool. I like Cobalion in general.
Yeah, did they... Yeah, I remember it did really well a little while back. I think, was it in Reg H that it did pretty solid in? It had some good results, I know, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting Pokemon. I'm noticing this is actually a special attacker. I kind of thought it was just mainly physical, but it seems its special attack is better, so it's another good pickup for this mainly
Yeah,
physical attacking team.
also gets it also gets expanding force as well in Volt Switch.
Does it get Psychic Terrain? It does not. There might be another Pokemon on this team that gets Psychic Terrain that can set it up for that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, interesting Pokemon, interesting pick. Another special attacker for a resource that doesn't seem to be in mass on this team. But the premier special attacker is definitely Volcarona.
Yeah, with a base 135 special attack stat, Volcarona definitely packs a punch, especially if you let it get a Quiver Dance off.
Yeah, very scary.
We've seen plenty of Quiver Dances in our days, especially last season. We don't need to see it in doubles, but we probably are, especially with Volcarona. I mean, it's very bulky. With the Rage Powder, I believe it gets as well. With Flame Body, then you're forcing people to pretty much get burned.
Yeah, Struggle Bug also gives you a nice support option as well, lowering their special attack.
Yeah.
It's one of those Pokemon where you cannot ignore them, because at some point they will either screw you really bad or just buff up and then also screw you really bad just a lot sooner. Yeah, next up we got Galarian Zapdos, which is, I don't know, I think it's pretty decent. Obviously it's Defiant, so it doesn't mind being intimidated. But
yeah, it's fast and strong with not awful bulk.
It gets Thunderous Kick, which lowers the defense of whatever it hits. So another good utility on a very physical attack focused team.
Yeah, this is definitely something would be a lot better in a lower power level draft.
Yeah, I just might find it a little hard to keep up with all the restricteds and stuff.
Yes, Grotto, the king of Regulation A.
I mean, having a move that always crits is always nice.
Yeah, I mean, look at Urshifu.
Yeah, but that thing hits to protect as well. It doesn't need to do both of those.
Yeah. Meowscarada's not a cheater like that, at least.
Yeah. Meowscarada's an honest trickster.
Something's not adding up here. What do you mean?
It gets Protean too.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah,
otherwise just
physical attack.
Strong and fast Protean physical attacker.
Yeah, being able to ignore, I guess, more defense boosts to a team pretty weak to that, then it's not a bad option to have on your team.
Don't crits also ignore attack drops?
Yeah.
I could be mistaken.
Yes, they do.
I think they do.
I believe they do.
So yeah, another thing to avoid intimidates coming in. Speaking of avoiding coming in, we have Paladin, who kind of always wants to leave, so he can change.
But if this thing changes, it becomes an absolute beast with a base stat total of 650.
Yeah.
Borderline restricted stats.
Yeah, but to get that, it needs to switch out and come back in first. Otherwise, its BST is 457.
Definitely a matchup Pokemon, I feel, because Palafin can kind of be hard red and then become a nothing Pokemon on a team.
Yeah, flip turn is its main interesting mix-up on, like, you have to read if it's going to flip turn or if it's going to hard switch.
Yeah. Very, very hard-hitting Pokemon on the physical side, obviously, but again, a Pokemon that's kind of weak to those intimidates and doesn't really want to be red getting switched on mid-fight. Yeah, Rhyperior is kind of a weird one.
Yeah, I mean, if this was like Sword Shield with like Dynamax, I'd say it's a great pick.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah, it kind of struggles to take full advantage of that weakness policy without that extra bit of health. I mean, maybe if you Terra type it into something that can make it a little more bulky, like a Water Terror or something, you might be able to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Rhydon is kind of just a little better with Eevee Light and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess right. I mean, for Hyperior, I guess it gets Lightning Rod at least.
Yeah, I guess it could protect Palafin at some point if he doesn't want to get hit by.
Yeah, and otherwise just as a good anti-Miraidon option.
Oh, yeah, that's true as well. I mean, it's also part ground, yeah.
Yeah, ground type with lightning. You ground type with Lightning Rod. Just help your team.
Yeah, definitely be good for that matchup. Another definitive matchup Pokemon, because if not, this thing gets washed, literally. Washed, mowed down, however you prefer.
And our second to last team here is Unown from ME by Toad, hence the icon.
Logo pending. For now, it is just Toad. And what more of a Toad team than this? This is quite a unique team, to be honest. It's definitely.
Yeah, I was very surprised to see a Sand team here.
Yeah.
I mean, Sand, Trick Room, some bulk here and there. It's an interesting set of bonds, to be honest.
Yeah, this team was definitely built with a plan in mind. I was just surprised to see that plan make an appearance here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plan was very interesting to watch unfold while doing the draft. It was like, where is this team going? Where is Tyranitar? Why is Tyranitar his 4th pick? But Toad was not afraid that Tyranitar was going to get sniped. And there's a pretty interesting
and was rewarded.
Yeah, and was rewarded.
Yeah, Toad also waited a while on getting his restricted as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody else is going to take Necrozma Dustman. It's definitely a hard Pokemon to pilot. But I mean, on a Sand team, it kind of does make sense.
Not bad, yeah.
Man, if we look more specifically, I mean, Necrozma Dusk, pretty bulky, doesn't really want to get intimidated, so it likes to run that Clear Amulet. Pretty good stabs with Sunsteel Strike. I don't know if it gets any physical psychic moves. It might get like Psychic Fangs. Let me double check.
Maybe Zen.
Yeah, Zen Headbutt.
Is Photon Geyser special or physical?
It's special.
No, it's both, I think.
Oh, it's both? Okay.
Oh yeah, it depends on the user's attack stat. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it does seem like it also gets Psychic Fang, so it can get rid of those screens as well.
Yeah, and it gets Brick Break too.
It also does get Sandstorm as well, I'm noticing, so it's another Sand Setter.
Yeah, Trick Room, Rock Slide.
Yeah, this is definitely a Toad pick. I mean, there's a lot of versatility with this Pokemon, especially with this team. So it's honestly...
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more of a physical one, but it could go in a special direction as well with base 113 special attack. But it's just, why not use that 157 physical attack?
Yeah.
Sinistra, very underrated support, I feel.
Yeah, being able to heal your ally on switching, very nice.
Yeah.
It also has like great support.
Very
Yeah,
hospitable.
definitely. Yeah, Hospitality's great ability. This thing gets Rage Powder, gets Strength Sap, Life Dew, can attack with Shot. It gets Trick Room as well.
Yeah, pretty solid support.
Shadow. Yeah, I mean, Shadow Ball and Matcha Gotcha are going to be like the main attacks you see from it. Really, it doesn't really have much else outside of those.
It can be very draining too, because
So it's a bit linear, but it's but its strengths are really strong.
Especially when it's supporting Pokemon like Tyranitar, one of El Clasicos, one of the premier Sand Setters, pretty much the premier Sand Setter. I don't really count Hippowdon.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Obviously, it's quad weak dividing, but there's so many ways to minimize. I forget
Mitigate.
Mitigate. There you go.
Yeah.
Especially with Terra types and stuff. I mean, stab, rock,
The Terra Ghost on the table.
Terra Ghost, yeah.
Yeah, or Terra Flying even.
Yeah.
Or just even being next to Sinistra with Rage Powder. It's a great way to avoid those fighting moves.
its Terrestrialization really helps it get around its weak typing.
Yeah.
But even with that typing, it's got obviously pseudo legendary stats, so it might just live a fighting move straight out naturally.
Mm.
Assuming it's not from like something crazy, but
Yeah, I mean, if it's not from like a Koraidon or something,
yeah,
or even like an Annihilate.
but it does its job. It does damage. It sets up the what's it called, the sandstorm, sand. And who loves sand more than Excadrill?
Yeah, this thing really flew under the radar, but was a surprise first round pick here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely can't have your sand team without your sand sweeper, and Excadrill is a premier sand sweeper at that.
Yeah, I mean, Sand Rush doubling its speed in sand, getting it to I think like is it
88
like
speed, so it'd be like
170 something I think,
176.
if I'm mathing right.
I believe.
Mathing right, which
Yeah,
is
kind of crazy.
crazy as a base stat. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
even if you don't set up with Sand Rush, if you do Sand Force with its already 135 attack, you have like another way of speed control. It's gonna be stacking bodies, Earthquake, Iron.
Yeah,
Head.
your high horsepowers will be doing so much then.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing is just crazy, especially under with Sandstorm.
Have a much more bulkier mon here in the form of Corviknight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the best body pressers in the format.
Yeah. Yeah, could definitely stick around for a while with Iron Defense and Roost, along with its typing and good bulk already. Can body press to take advantage of that defense. Gets Brave Bird as well, and with Roost can really help it stick around and get a lot more Brave Birds off.
Definitely another Pokemon that could take advantage of like defending Tyranitar from opposing fighting types.
Yeah,
and
Corviknight also
Ground
gets
Types
U-turn too.
Yeah, good Pokemon to pivot with. Gets Mirror Armor, so it doesn't mind getting intimidated because it'll just send it back to you. I think it's like Unnerve and some other stuff.
Yeah, but you really want to run Mirror Armor.
Yeah, that's the main ability you're gonna be running anyways. Has an awesome shiny. Like, it's not a bad addition to the Sand team.
Certainly. Steel type also lets it get the benefit of the sand. Then Hatterene comes in with.
Yeah, when I
comes
saw
in great
Toad
Trick
pick
Room
this
setter.
mon, I'm like, very interesting to say the least.
Yeah, I wonder if it was partially blocking you on it, trying to block you on it.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
But
he
hey,
was
it's
right
another
footing
Trick
his
Room mom.
You
Yeah.
said Trick Room Mom?
Mon.
Okay. Yeah, it was definitely like towards the latter part of the draft where it seemed like Toad was also like pivoting towards having a Trick Room option on the team. Maybe that's just another form of speed control.
Yeah.
Maybe it could help like Excadrill, who kind of needs Sand Rush, allow it to do other stuff.
Absolutely.
It's got great bulk instead of Trick Room. It can do Psy Spam. If it
Yeah, has
straight
base
up-
136 special attack.
Yeah, it's definitely nothing to scoff at. But
In
Clefable-
Clefable, not necessarily the Clef we're used to seeing here in VGC land.
Yeah, Clefairy was taken, so you take the next best thing, Clefable.
Yeah, does not have Friend Guard, unfortunately for Toad, fortunately for the rest of us.
Yeah, thank goodness.
But it does get Magic Guard to pair with the Sand team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can also be another redirection mon other than Sinistra with the Follow Me. Can helping hand that Excadrill that's already doing crazy amounts of damage.
Yeah, also gets more support, like Heal Pulse, Encore, and Thunder Wave as well.
The Fairy type is also just another good fighting type repellent to help Tyranitar, because he kind kind of does need it. And definitely a good thing to have for that Trick Room mode that Toad has in the back.
Yeah.
And Uniclus, another Trick Room expanding force option, honestly feels kind of
little
redundant with
redundant.
Hatterene a bit.
Yeah, I was a little confused about this pick. Not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to get Uniclus as well, but you know, I don't know if he needed another Psychic type Trick Room Pokemon. It definitely has like its differences. Obviously, with Regenerator as its ability, lets it pivot out more. Especially with all the Weather Wars, you're gonna be pivoting a lot.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
and Magic
there's
Guard.
also yeah, Magic Guard.
yeah, Magic Guard as well. It has its uses, but like you said, Danny, it kind of feels a little.
Yeah, and Overcoat actually too.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, Overcoat takes no damage to sandstorms and protects from any powder moves.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes it a little. Have a lot of different uses than other than Hatterene. But I still feel like you should have
Yeah.
chose one over the other. But speaking of sand, the dog,
Another Sand Rusher here.
Hellhound Stone, one of the
A last
Pokemon that you would not expect to be good in sand until you look at his abilities, and then it doesn't make a whole lot of
Yeah.
sense, but he enjoys that he can do that.
Yeah.
He gets Sand Rush and has Last Respect, so watch out for this late game.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want that thing gone early.
you think you've won, and then the dog comes from the grave to take you with him, because Last Respects is a crazy move.
Why did they make that? Why did they make that a move, man?
I don't know. I don't know why they gave it Sand Rush.
Yeah,
I don't remember Graves being very sandy, but you know, that doesn't really.
yeah, and Sand Rush is its default ability, not even the hidden ability.
Its hidden ability is fluffy. That should be its main ability. It looks kind of fluffy.
I know.
It doesn't look like it'd be faster in the sand. It's dead. Why would it be faster?
And yeah, Ambipom is another pretty low-key, kind of underrated supporter, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, having
Yeah.
Technician fake out, kind of crazy.
Yeah. Also gets, like, Helping Hand, knock off, could get a few different weather moves. I see Radiance and Sunny Day at least.
Yeah. I mean, it gets good offense as well.
So-
It gets freaking triple.
Oh, Levin missed out, it gets Metronome.
Oh, Levin, you missed out again.
Come on, man.
He gets quick guards that can shut down some priority moves as well. This definitely has its uses. It's a more niche pick, but when it shines, I think it's gonna really shine.
Yeah, gets Taunt, Thunder Wave.
Man, going into
And
our
now,
last
Daniel, we could give you the floor here if you want to talk about your team.
Honestly, I kind of want to hear your thoughts first.
it's a scary.
Well, right away,
team.
yeah, very solid Trick Room team, very solid core with Lunala, Ursaluna Blood Moon, having the side spam mode, the support Hariyama, Revival Blessing on Rabska, Vivian, which gets Friend Guard as well.
The little sun mode with Torkoal, Armor Rouge, and Skeledirge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glastrier as another Trick Room attacker.
Vivian making a return.
Overall, I feel pretty confident about my team. I think it definitely has the potential to do well. I do run a bit of a gauntlet here for the schedule, though. I wasn't dealt a great hand, but that's how it goes. I believe in myself
Yeah,
and
tell
my
me about
ability
it.
to pilot this team.
Yeah, you definitely have the tools to do so. Especially if you're able to get those trick rooms off.
Yes.
Well, going into your main trick roomer, or one of, the mighty Lunala.
Lunala. Yeah, very good Pokemon, especially with its ability Shadow Shield basically being another multi-scale.
Yes. Very, very useful.
Yeah, it's a powerful special attacker. Those Moongeist beams can do a lot of damage. Same for if you want to use like a Meteor Beam power set.
I think it's Tailwind.
Wait, it does?
Why?
I don't know, man. It's a move that it has and can use, probably. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Someone
again,
probably used it as like a niche VGC pick one time.
Again, Wide Guard is very, very good in this format.
Very
Yes.
good.
We love Wide Guard.
But yeah, very good Trick Room, especially for a restricted pick. It's gonna do numbers. And speaking of doing numbers, this thing is gonna be doing a lot of damage numbers because it's
Yes, this thing may as well be the second.
Out of that.
This thing may as well be the second restricted of this team, Ursulina Blood Moon.
Yeah, 100 and was it 40 base power Blood Moon? Oof.
Yeah, with the only drawback being that you can't use it twice in a row.
Oh no, I guess I'll use Hyper
Protect.
Beam
Off
or
Yeah,
Protect.
off of 135 special attack, all this is. Also gets stab on Earth Power, and it gets the ability Mind's Eye, so guess what? Oh, it can hit ghost types. For
Ooh,
some
that could
reason.
happen. They gave it like 3 abilities in one. This thing is a monster, but it looks so cool. It's Freddy Fazbear.
No, this is Glamrock Freddy. This is the one that Gregory like rides around in.
Yeah, you would not catch me wanting to go inside that thing, is all I'm saying. He was very angry. But yeah, you know who doesn't look angry? This sweet little angel Indeedee female, even though she does horrible things like size spam, but it's fine.
Yes, indeed.
We've talked about we've talked about this thing so much, and finally we get to the team that has Indeedee female.
It is indeed
It-
here.
It is pretty much the main psychic terrain setter. That are a great supporter with Follow Me, Helping Hand. Because of the glitch, the Game Freak made going from a glitch to a real mechanic. It gets Trick Room now because it needed it.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
It gets Fake Out, but it's probably not going to use it that often, given that it's psychic terrain.
Psychic terrain, yeah.
I mean, I guess if it's out, then something else switches the terrain. But then again, if it's out already,
Fake out, yeah.
yeah. So that's a weird choice.
Yeah, Indeedee female, very good, especially on a Trick Room team, especially with all the size spam options on this team. It's pretty much gonna come to like most games. I don't see it not coming a lot of these games.
Yeah, it's just even if not going for size spam, it's just such a good supporter for your team as well, and especially valuable against the opposing terrain, such as like the Rillaboom from the Phantoms or the Miraidon.
Or the Rillaboom.
Especially with something like Miraidon, because of how speed works, it gets the psychic terrain and not the electric terrain up.
Exactly.
So
yeah, if it's like a double, so if they're like both lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Pokemon that change stuff when they get on the field, it's the little turtle, it's Torkoal.
Handling a man's turtle. Ugh.
So yeah, Torkoal gets the sun up. It likes doing funny choice spec eruptions. You definitely want to use it in Trick Room because its base speed is 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Torkoal, when Trick Room is set up, this thing does damage. I use this thing on the BDSP Battle Tower. Did numbers. I didn't even run a Trick Room team. I just ran Torkoal straight up. Yeah, very strong. Though he's slow, that's what you want when you want a Trick Room team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of slow.
Yet we have Glastrier. It's Calyrex Ice Rider at home. It doesn't have the signature. It doesn't have the broken signature move, and doesn't have the psychic typing, but it is still a powerful Pokemon in its own right. It is a legendary after all.
Yeah, let me see what its attack stat looks like.
It's a big number.
It's strong. Yeah. Yeah, it gets 145.
145. Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it has Chilling Neigh, which reskinned Moxie.
This thing get body press. Oh my god, it does get body press.
Yeah.
130 base defense. Yeah.
Yeah, Glastrier is only overlooked because Calyrex Ice Rider exists.
Yeah.
When you can only bring one restricted, this is a pretty good alternative.
Yeah, I remember Glastrier got good usage in the pre-restricted Sword and Shield days. I remember.
Mm.
It was especially good with Dynamax.
Take advantage of that good bulk it has. But next up, it's Mega Man. It's Armor Rouge.
Yeah, it pairs extremely well with Indeedee Female.
Very well.
The Size Spam Classic.
Indeedee.
Indeedee Female. But yeah, loves to spam expanding force. Always can hit very hard with that armor cannon. Even if that's at the cost of its defense, it can run mental herbs, so it can just shoot 2 of those with little to no consequence. Can set up Trick Room on itself. It makes you play the guessing game. Who's gonna Trick Room? Who's gonna do it? You don't know, and if you guess wrong, you die, because he will shoot you.
Yeah, with that 125 base special attack stat as well.
Yeah, geez. And with armor cannon being what, like 120 base power? Like,
Yeah,
It's a special fire close combat. It's
yeah, and
Still.
it can run weak armor on top of that,
yeah.
well, you really want to be.
or go
raging
for Flash
speed.
Fire.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not running Trick Room, then yeah.
I guess
can
if
run
you're outside of
Flash
Trick
Fire.
Room, you could run
Yeah.
weak armor. Yeah, otherwise Flash Fire is the way to go.
Having a good fire immunity is nice. Especially next to Glastrier, and especially next to Vivian. No like a fire.
Vivian gets Friend Guard as its hidden ability.
Yeah, this was news to me. I mean, I didn't know that. Why they give Friend Guard? I mean, I know why we never saw it in singles, but like, I mean, it does look friendly. It would guard me.
It's
but
very friend shaped.
It is very French shaped. I would.
I thought you said French shaped at first.
Oh, oui, oui.
I was like, what does that mean?
It came out in Lumios. It is. It has to be French shaped. But not all French are friends, especially one that packs Quiver Dance.
Wait, so,
It will kill you.
wait, so you're telling me there's a chance we could get a Mega Vivian in ZA?
I mean, right? You got a Mega. You never know.
But you got 2 megas.
Is Vivian gonna get a Mega for each one of its forms? Who knows?
Oh my god. 18 different Megas. Mega. You
Y'all
know what?
want a
Increase the number
Mega
of forms to
Pokemon?
26 and give it a Mega Vivian A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, X, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Said X twice.
Did I?
Yeah.
You said it to emphasize that Pokemon X is where Lumiose City is, and X is what you're gonna be seeing when it kills you after it Quiver Dances, sets up Tailwind, heals up its allies with that Friend Guard ability. Honestly, a really good
And Pollen
support
Puff.
Pokemon. Yeah, it
Yeah.
can do damage.
X gonna
it can
give it to
support your
you.
Pokemon. It's honestly a pretty solid pick. One of those sleeper picks that can go under the radar if you don't know what it does.
Absolutely, even though Absol isn't on this team.
Yeah, Absol is not on any team. But you know
But
who is?
Hariyama is.
Hariyama, not Iron Hands, Fleshy Hands. as Daniel
Unfortunately.
called.
Yeah, it's hands minus Brian.
Yeah, this one's hairy hands. But yeah, honestly, still a pretty good pick. I mean, Fake Out is always nice to have, especially when you can Fake Out to protect yourself while your Flame Orb is activating, so that then you can actually just knock their lights out. or knock off. Harry was pretty good. Obviously, gets overshadowed.
Yeah,
in
very.
Diamonds, but...
He's a very good supporter that could also be pretty scary in Trick Room.
Yeah. And is able to kind of mitigate that lower special defense with that assault vest and have a little bit longer longevity on the Trick Room side. Speaking of Pokemon with longevity, Skeledirge with Unaware, I believe.
Yeah. Either that or Blaze, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll run Unaware. Though.
But I mean, it gets to buff itself with its own Torch Song, gets to heal
Yeah.
itself with Slack Off, can force a switch out with Yawn. Not a bad pick.
Yeah, it hasn't seen that much use, but it's just an all-around solid Pokemon.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure how often I can like really see this coming to games over like Armarouge or something,
I mean,
or Torkoal.
if you use Curse, you can kind of use it on Trick Room.
It's an option. It's an
Yeah,
option that
definitely,
I chose.
Speaking of options, what about the option to bring someone back to life?
Trick Room in Expanding Force again?
Ah.
But this one's different because it gets the revival blessing, Rabska. Yeah, it's the little Dung Beetle. He brings people back to life. He also can side spam. He also can set up Trick Room, so if you weren't having enough of a guessing game before. He's just a funny little guy.
It can do it all for only 3 points.
He can bring back the restricted you worked so hard to kill, and now it's like he had 2 restricteds.
Electric Boogaloo.
No, this is Psychic. Psychic Boogaloo. Yeah, I believe
See,
that
why
was
is it?
the last
See,
one.
why was it called Side Spam and not Psychic Boogaloo?
Because people weren't creative with the names.
Damn.
But yeah, that
People
is gonna be
suck.
the last of our teams here for the Hofstra Esports Draft League Season 3, the return to doubles with restricted.
Yay!
So make sure to stay tuned,
Woo!
root for your favorite players, root
Yeah.
for your favorite teams.
I'm rooting
So
for
very excited
me.
And
We're
remember,
gonna
the
finish
team
this
with Miraidon
time.
as the mascot is not the team that has Miraidon.
And the team that has Greninja as a mascot doesn't have Greninja. The team that
anyone
has
does,
Piplup
right?
in the mascot doesn't have Piplup.
No one even drafted Butterfree or Keldeo.
Yeah, no one drafted Giratina. What the hell?
Or Gengar.
No one drafted Toad. No.
Or
Yeah, sorry,
not even Unown was
Shiinotic
drafted.
isn't in this game.
Unfortunate.
Although, meanwhile, the Eevee Alliance managed to get both of their mascots.
Both Pokemon that were
And
redundant
steal
to
someone
other Pokemon.
else's.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is gonna be all for today. Stay tuned for hopefully maybe this weekend for the end of week 1's first set of games that we will be going over. Some exciting stuff is in the works. Some exciting teams are in play. And we will see how it plays out.
Yeah. This has been the Hofstra Esports Draft League. This has been Cygnus.
Scrumptious.
Daniel 1018.
And that is the 3 of
And
us
we will
signing out.
We'll sign out. Bye.
and we will see you guys for week 1.
Yippee!
See y'all in a week.
Hopefully all 3 of us win. If not, we will all be very sad.
Wide guard is good in this format.